This is Kerwin, and today I want to talk to you about 22 travel tips for airline employees, which were actually given by airline employees. Now, the cool thing about this is I did a survey on Passrider.com and I asked fellow airline employees, well, give me some tips that you can give your other fellow airline employees. And when I compiled them, I came up with 22. Now, some of them were repeated. Certainly, like last people said, have patience in different ways, and those I combined into one. You can also find this over at Passrider.com, but I wanted to do a YouTube video here for you. So let's go. 22 travel tips for airline employees by airline employees. Number one, never leave the gate until the aircraft is pushed from the gate. Now, this one is actually pretty interesting. I received multiple of these, and I've gotten on flights many times using this technique. Sometimes there are delays, or someone just don't want to go anymore. Airplane comes back to the gate, the passenger gets off, you get on. So unless you have another flight to try, stick around. Let's look at number two. Have patience and be respectful to other coworkers. This is extremely important. And if you get nothing else from this video, you should get this one. Number three, for non-rev travelers, ask the gate agent if you can get them something like a cup of coffee or a soda. They're stuck behind the counter and will appreciate the offer. Now, I've done this one time as a revenue customer when my flight was canceled and the agent could not leave the area, and they really appreciated it. In addition to those, you can also bring candy and be nice to the customer service desk agent and the gate agent. And also, as they say, as I said before, offer to buy a cup of coffee for your gate agent. Number four, surprisingly, one of the best things that people forget is that employees remember who is nice to them. Not like huggy, super saccharin nice or demanding, but if you're pleasant and optimistic while still treating them like a professional, it will help you out more often than not. And I say to this, absolutely, and this does go both ways. Number five, always have a backup plan. Always have a place, A, B, C, and maybe D if you don't get to the first flight you wanted. Indeed, this is a good one. Number six, I'm sure it's harder when traveling with family or others, but I always say if you can't get to where you planned, go someplace you haven't been. This is actually very true, and we have so many choices. Did I miss one? Number seven. Whenever I fly Thai International, whose airline code is TG, I check the aircraft. They fly the A380 from Paris to Bangkok to Tokyo Narita, and I travel to Bangkok very often. I've never not made the flight with the A380. Now, just so you know, the larger airplanes usually have a higher no-show, so always bear that in mind. This happens. It's not always the case, but it's usually the case. Number eight, when non-revving on Southwest, Tuesdays and Wednesday mornings, first flights are your best chance. This is actually not only true for Southwest, it is true for most airlines. Number nine, if you must reach your destination on the day you're flying, do not book yourself on the last flight of the day. But really, why would you even do this? I mean, if you miss it, you've missed it, right? Number 10, if possible, start with the first flight of the day, no matter how ridiculously early it is. The early bird flight is the most likely to have the passenger load fall off from planned. Yep, you will be better off and won't have to possibly spend an extra day. Most people hate waking up early. I mean, who makes a 5:50 a.m. flight though? Jeez, come on, schedulers. Number 11, pick nonstop flights, but if that is unsuccessful, go to the flight information displays, otherwise known as FIDS, and find non-hub obscure connection cities. And don't tell anyone. Sneaky, right? But this page that I have on Passrider.com really helps you decide on where to go, and you can also use the flight schedules. So the page, if you search for hubs, it's a hub to hub. If you search a hub to hub on Passrider.com, you can find a page that gives you alternate routings. Number 12, travel with a night glide. Now, I've never thought about this one, but it actually works because some people don't like the rooms to be dark, and even then, sometimes on an airplane, it's really dark when they do night flights. So this works. Number 13, take a clothespin with you to clip the drapes together in a hotel. Never done this one. I like to have the drapes open, so it's fine. But this is a great tip if you can't sleep with the light outside. Number 14, earplugs. I love airplane noise, but not everyone does. Plus, if you remember to snore like myself, you'll need them. Number 15, I buy tickets inside Europe with points from Amex. I use Amex for my daily purchases and accrue points that I can use on these tickets and avoid the headache of having to stand by. Amex Platinum is expensive, but you get your money's worth and more. I'm sorry, your money's worth and more with all the perks they give you during the year. I can definitely agree with this tip as I use the card and all its benefits to the maximum advantage. So my take on this is that yes, passive urban points is the key. The Amex Platinum gives you more than the soon-to-be $550 per year charge. It's currently $450. It gives you gold status with Hilton and Marriott, and which means early check-in and late checkout. Not to mention priority pass access and the Centurion Lounge access. I could go on and on because there are quite a lot of benefits that would really help you on here. Number 16, I have downloaded the following apps to my iPhone and keep them there. So here's a list of the apps that this employee has downloaded. SYGIC and SYGIC Travel. These two apps give you information about the city you are visiting, restaurants, places to see, and will download city maps in your smartphone. Rome to Rio will let you know how to go from point A to B. Boingo will help you with free Wi-Fi, but note, it's only free if you have the Amex Platinum card. World Map, you need to have geography knowledge when you travel. ID90, in case you need a discount at last minute. The Weather Channel, it's important to get information about the weather of the places you are headed to. TripAdvisor, I like to read reviews of restaurants and places I visit. Smart Traveler, in today's world, you need to register and leave the information of where you are going so that you can receive emails if there is danger where you are or will be visiting. This has helped me out a lot. Now, Smart Travel is a website that it's a functionality that the US State Department has. So if you go to travel.state.gov, you can find out information in Smart Traveler. Number 17, don't be discouraged by load factors at the major hubs. There's always misconnections, chances that open seat up for us space A's. You can go to passrider.com/reservation/hub to hub for more information on this. Number 18, dress nicely. Be polite and adhere to your airline rules and regulations. This is pretty important. I think recently someone saw I think two girls getting um, denied boarding and tweeted it out that the airline was being unfair. But the airline rules are the airline rules. If you don't want to agree to them, don't fly. Um, don't put the gate agents in a bad position, and don't mess up your vacation because you're not dressed properly. I mean, really, putting on something decent at a small price to pay for getting on a flight for free. Okay. Number 19, the most useful thing you can keep in your onboard bag should be time. Always plan for failure. A 5 o'clock departure will strand you in Denver, and a 30-minute connection in Atlanta is a suicide run. Leave early. Know the next flight possibilities. And that is the wrong quote. That quote should not be there. But basically, just make sure you have really good connections when you fly. Don't. You can do it, but you're banking on everything working perfectly, which it usually doesn't. Okay, number 19, or is that number 20? Let's see. Oh, I think it's a continuation of number 19. It would keep you from sleeping in the airport. Also, have a hotel in each hub that you like for cleanliness and money in your cell phone contacts, ready to go just in case. Keep a sense of politeness and optimism. Leave room in your schedule for stuff to happen and for backup plans. This is really solid advice. Number 20, look at waiting in the airport, etc., as part of the process of your adventure. Just go with the flow. Too often I see people freak out over this. It's the name of the game, folks. It's what we signed up for. 21, be flexible. Now, you have the world at your fingertips. Pick another place or another routing. I tell you all about it in my new book, 89 Things to Do as an Airline Employee Before You Quit. And here's a copy right there. You can just go to, I don't know if you can see it. Go to Passrider.com/89 things for details. Number 22, check in for your flight 24 hours ahead and make sure that you sign up for flight notifications. Now, all the airlines have this ability, well, most of them anyway. Use the apps they provide. Some will also show you where you are on the standby list. If you check out Passrider.com/flightloads, you can find out, I think it's maybe 5 or 6 airlines I talk about there. I think I do Delta, United, Alaska, American. Who's the other one? That might be it. All right, that's it. Just subscribe and follow for more videos. On Facebook, I'm at facebook.com/Passrider. And on Instagram, I'm Loyal to Travels. And at Twitter, I am Passriders. And on YouTube, right here, it's Passriders also. And that's a beautiful picture of Botswana. It's on the Botswana, I think it was about Botswana Zimbabwe border, I think is where this is. I took that last year on a trip that I took. All right. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.